Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be trying out a bunch of new products and seeing what I think of them, and that's pretty much all there is to this video. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I just got a ring light not too long ago and I've never filmed with it, so I'm trying to figure that out, and also I don't have my regular camera. I just have my cell phone, so that's what I'm going to film with. To start off, I'm just going to prep my skin, and I'm going to take the Tarte Pack Your Bags Under Eye Rescue. I've heard a lot of really good things about these. Oh, that's cool. So they come with like 4 in the pack. Now, how do you do this? Okay. Directions. Cleanse eye area and dry thoroughly. Okay, pretty much done. Remove patches from what is that word? And place right below the eyes along the orbital bone. Leave on for 10 to 15 minutes before gently removing. Okay. I'm just gonna put... Right off the bat, they're very cooling. So far, so good. I look like I'm gonna cry, but I swear I'm okay. Now I'm just gonna go in and do my regular brow routine. So right now, I've been loving this Morphe spoolie to comb through my brows, and then I still use the Morphe B45 angled brush to do my stuff. But I have started using the Anastasia brow pomade, and I use the shade Chocolate. And this is like my favorite stuff ever, so I'm just gonna quickly go through and do that. I feel really smooth. Next, I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I'm gonna use that with like Real Techniques detailer brush, and I'm just gonna carve out my brows so they don't look as like sloppy and stuff. I feel like that's the best of those are gonna get at this moment in time. And next, I'm just gonna dot a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. And I like to take the Real Techniques base shadow brush. I've had this for so long, like you can almost not even read the thing on it. And then I'm gonna be using, I have a few new Marc Jacobs eyeshadows that I'm gonna be trying out. But I also, it's only 3 eyeshadows, so I figured I would pair it with the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. I don't really use that much of it. But to like set everything, I'm gonna use the Coty Airspun powder. So I'm gonna take the Master Palette by Mario, and I'm gonna use Isabelle and Lula. And Lula is a very taupey shade, while Isabelle is a very like orange warm shade. So that way it gives me a very neutral transition. Then next, my favorite brush ever is the Morphe, I don't remember what brush this is, but it's the Morphe 433, I want to say, but I've had this for so long, and it's just my favorite to put in, to put like crease colors in. So I'm going to take this middle, like brown shade. It's a very neutral brown. Oh no, that had a little fallout. Hopefully that means that it's pigmented. I haven't really heard much about his like eyeshadows. I've heard a lot about his face stuff and mascara and eyeliner. I feel like this is very pigmented. Oh, that looks kind of good about that. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my big fluffy brush. I never told you what this was. This is the MAC 224 brush, and I just like this to put down my like transition shade and blend stuff out. I'm gonna go in with Isabelle just because it's warmer than this. Like that'll add like some nice warmth to this, because I kind of want to go for like a bronzy golden look. So that's what I want. Maybe I'll do the pop of blue that's in that like little Marc Jacobs eyeshadow trio. Maybe. We'll see if I'm feeling it. not bad. I'm about this so far. Next, I'm just gonna take my Morphe, don't even know what this brush is called. It was from a set. It's just a shader brush. I'm gonna take the gold that's in here, which is this color. I'm gonna take some of my Fix Plus. I'm gonna pick up some product, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray this and see how like pigmented I can get this, or how like metallic. Oh, now we're talking. That's a little better. Okay, and now that we're done putting the eyeshadow on, I'm gonna go in and prep my skin to put foundation and stuff on. And today I'm gonna be trying a couple new products for my skin. I just got the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, and this says it's supposed to be smoothing, rosehip and argan oil, and pore perfecting. So that's like one thing I definitely struggle with, is like my pores in my T-zone. So let me see how this works. Hopefully it's okay. You guys can like hear me okay. I just turned my heater on because it's kind of cold. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer. I've never really used this before. It's a very interesting consistency. Like, I'm used to like kind of silicone primers because I use a lot of those pore perfecting primers, but this is like really like watery to me. And I just use it on like the outsides of my face. Okay. And then now I picked up the Infallible Total Cover Foundation by L'Oreal, and I picked up shade 302, Creamy Natural. And like, it's kind of hard to tell with these ones. Like the other ones you could see the color inside the bottle, but this one you can't, which I don't really like. I wish that they would have made it a little bit easier to tell your shade. But this one claims that it has a natural finish. It lasted 24 hours. It has high or complete coverage, and the texture is air light. So let's see if it holds up to that. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques sponge. This is like my favorite thing to use to apply makeup. I'm just going to put it on the sponge. So far it looks very thick. It kind of reminds me of like their Pro Matte. Let me see. Oh, that was cool. It up my spots really quick, but as I blended it in, it kind of like went away a little bit, but I feel like that's with any foundation so far. I don't really mind the consistency. Like, I feel it almost like when it goes on, you can feel that it's like more of a cream, but then as it dries, it feels a lot more powdery. So far, the coverage I feel like is actually really good for a drugstore foundation, especially with using a sponge like this, because I feel like that definitely will take away a lot of the product. I feel like it's pretty good, I would say. It's definitely a little bit darker than my neck, but my arm, I feel like it's close enough to. I'm not too worried about it. And now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and put this under my eyes, and this, I don't like to use too much of it. Like, normally I would draw like the whole triangle. I feel like this stuff goes a long way. I've noticed with this, the smell I'm not too crazy about, but it does the trick coverage wise, so. Because I use a pretty light color in this, I like to go over with the other side of my sponge. So I'm going to spray some Fix Plus on this, and then I'm going to go in with these new highlighters I found at Target. They're NYX, and they're called the Away We Glow Liquid Highlighters, and I bought two shades. I bought Crystal Glare, so it's a very gold champagne color, and so these are the two. The one on top is the Crystal Glare, and then this one is called Moon Glow. So I think what I'm going to do just because I'm a little fair right now, I'm gonna use the Moon Glow. So, and what I like about these is that it comes, I thought this was cool, like it comes with like a wand. It almost looks like a lip gloss or like a concealer, and you can just apply it on. Praying to God this blends out okay. Just like that. I'm gonna take my blender and blend it out. Oh, okay. And these I think were only like $6.99, which personally I don't think is too bad. I feel like my camera's having a really hard time like picking this up. Oh my gosh, it's like confused. So I think for the money that these would be a really good liquid highlighter. I like these for more of like a natural highlight look if I didn't put like a powder highlighter over it, but obviously I'm going to. So now I'm going to take the Coty Airspun and I'm going to bake just my under eyes with it. So I'm just going to take a little bit and then I will be taking the rest of the powder with just, this is a Morphe brush. I use this for powder and bronzer, and then I like to put that in the middle of my forehead. And as that's settling, I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to use, I got this Elizabeth Mott What Up Beaches trial size of the matte bronzer. And so I'm going to use this and see how I like it. The only thing I hate about these, I got these in like my Ipsy bag. The only thing I hate is that it's so tiny. How am I supposed to get it on a freaking bronzer brush? Like, it doesn't even make any sense to me, but oh well. Okay. So far, I don't know how I feel about the color. I feel like it looks really nice in the actual little component. Oh no, there we go. Wasn't showing very much. I'm sure you won't be able to see it with like that, but it's very pigmented. Like I'm seeing it pick up on my brush fairly quickly, which is nice. But again, like I don't know how I feel about like face products that are too pigmented, besides obviously like my foundation and stuff and my concealer, but like, and my highlighter depending on my mood. But like this, I don't know if you can see, it's like, it's very blendable, which is a good thing that it's pigmented and blendable, but like sometimes I would rather like to be able to build up the color. Like it makes me nervous about my cheeks. Oh, but that's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't just look like a streak on camera. I kind of like it so far. Right, that's done. I'm just going to take this little Real Technique setting brush. I'm going to use that to smooth away all the powder. That. And then I'm going to take my Morphe M310 fan brush, and I'm just going to take my Z palette I have here, and I'm going to take, I want to say this is Bubbly. This one, this is Bubbly from the Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow. I'm going to take that, I'm going to pop that. Oh, but I feel like that one complements my skin very well. It's like similar to my skin tone almost. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm also going to take the same Z palette, and I believe I'm going to use, I want to use just like a very neutral blush. So I'm going to take, it's really hard to get out of this palette. This is the Marc Jacobs 202 Naughty blush. I'm not really sure what line it's from, but it's a very like, it's the light pink up there. I feel like this is like very, it's very neutral because it's so light. Like it doesn't apply too much color. And then next I'm just going to take my Veramona double-ended eyeshadow brush. And I love using this on my lower lash line. So I feel like it blends everything out nicely. And I think I'm going to take that bronzer I was testing out. I'm going to take the bigger end. I'm just going to get a little bit I'm going to go ahead and apply that underneath my eye, just to give me a little bit more dimension under there. I like that. And then I think I'm going to go in with this really pretty blue, and this Marc Jacobs Trio. I'm going to take this smaller end. How pigmented is this? Oh, okay. That's not bad. It's a very light blue. I kind of wish it was a little bit brighter blue. Like, I feel like this would be a really pretty lid color. It's very subtle. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It probably just looks gray. It's very, very subtle. honestly, I don't think I've ever used this eyeliner, but it's the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Gonzo, and it's kind of a similar blue, so I'm going to put that on my waterline. So I put that on my waterline. I feel like it's a little bit better. It's a lot more vibrant, is what I want. I'm going to take a little bit more of that blue eyeshadow. I'm going to go in again, and that's going to ensure that we're like buffed out. And then now I'm going to take my eyeliner, and I love the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I'm going to put that on my upper lash line. I'm just doing 2 quick lines just to kind of make my eyes more, just pops a little bit more, and it's easier to hide my eyelashes when I do that. And then this is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I love this one. This is another product that I'm not new to, but I haven't purchased new mascara in a while. Now I'm going to go in with my lip, and I'm going to do the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Naked 2. I'm just going to line my lips. I'm also going to fill them in too. The one thing I really love about Urban Decay's like liners, like their eyeliners or lip liners, whatever, is they're very creamy. Like, they're not too dry, because I hate when I use a dry one because it's hard for anything to like stick to my lips, because my lips are already dry as it is. And now for the top lip, I'm going to use the Amore Matte Metallic Lip Cream from Milani, and it's in the shade 1 Chromatic Addict. This is just a very gold, bronzy one. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cute. I'm kind of like obsessed with it though. It's very like next level. It is really pretty, especially once it dries down. It's not as like out there. It's still pretty out there, but like not as much. So now these are the Eylure 126s. I've already used them, so I have them just sitting in here. But my eyelash glue is still kind of new to me. This is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. This is just the white clear one. Put these on. But yeah, so this is the finished look. I'm just gonna set my makeup, and this is my favorite setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is still the old packaging. I haven't picked up a full size of the new one yet. But I do recommend, if you have like combination skin or whatever, this is like my favorite thing in the world. I'm just gonna alright. And that's the finished look.
Dude.
What are you doing?
So I went to toss a smoothie out the window. Make a guess.
Did you throw it while a cop was around?
No. Try again.
What?
Worse.
A person was walking and you hit them with it?
No. It didn't make it out of the car.
Are you serious?
It's everywhere, dude.